this, I'm not an information minister. I'm not the information minister. All of us here are messengers, and immediately I got it, I came to the space yesterday to inform all Biafrans. And then, yeah, if you are doing any virtual program that we need to see your appearances, please, decency is needed. Decency is needed. What you're in your utterances, you should be decent and civil. In your dressing, you should be decent and civil also. Don't wear singlet and come out. Okay. Don't do singlet, wear singlet and come out and do program, because now these people are out to listen to every conversation that we are making. Because so far as this matter is on the table, they also need more evidences to add to it, so that it can, keep on pushing further and further and further for us to reach where we want to be. So that is the little update. Most of us, we were here yesterday, you've already heard, and we will keep on repeating it till it sinks to everybody's head. Because the more you repeat things, the more it is absorbed into our brain. Don't pick offense with anyone here. If you are in the homeland, do not abuse, my battery is low, my battery is low, my battery is low. I'm the co-host today. I'm going to write names of everyone that raised up their hand so that we don't mix it up. And some give mic to someone that just came and then people have been queuing. Everybody should be treated equally. The only concession we have is for our ministers. Yes, they deserve it. So once we see them, we will acknowledge them and give them their mic. And before we do that, we always inform the next person. Courtesy demand that respect. We say, please, do you mind if we can allow this, if you can allow this minister, that minister to talk before you? And because we are well behaved and we are peaceful people, you see the person will say, yes, I don't mind, with a very nice bedroom voice. Yes, I don't mind. I don't mind. And immediately we will give the mic to our minister. Yeah. So thank you so very much, my people. Yes, so let me go to the topic. The topic says America stroke Europe are turning away from Nigeria and what it means for Biafra. I will just, just few points, then I will come back. Yes, so because there is evidence that several international companies, I'm going to look at company section, the companies that have left Nigeria. Why are they running away from Nigeria? Hey, they have left and they have packed up their operations in Nigeria due to a combination of corruption, which we said yesterday, insecurity, and economic challenges. We have been reading this. International organizations that are here, kindly listen to Biafrans. This is what is happening. If you still have any company left in Nigeria, pack up. Pack up, because insecurity, corruption, economic challenges will not allow you to strive. Your company will not grow. So if there is anything left, like pin, office pin, pack it and go. You don't deserve to do business in such a country. Yes, that you are not sure of your security. Because we saw this from newspaper, Punch newspaper, which is the Agota media, that 60 companies have exited Nigeria in the last 4 years. You see? So some of the most notable departures are, we saw Unilever in 2023. Procter Gamble Nigeria, GlaxoSmith. Most of us that used to have cough when we were small, we've been taking this cough syrup from GlaxoSmith. You remember? They have packed, they have packed and left Nigeria. ShopRite, when I was in Lagos, if you don't shop in ShopRite, you never arrive now. ShopRite has left Nigeria. For people that may not know, ShopRite left Nigeria. They left Nigeria. You see? ShopRite left Nigeria. If you don't shop there, you've not arrived now. So even if you want to go and buy pen so that your name will be registered that you've entered ShopRite, you will sneak in. Is it the bread that they'll be baking there, the aroma alone, You must go in anyhow. Just go and collect that nylon bag, so that if they ask you, where did they don't even need to ask. You just be swinging the bag. Meanwhile, what is inside is pen or eraser, but you have entered ShopRite. They have packed out of Nigeria. These are the companies that left, at least the most pronounced one in 2023. Early 2024, Hey, Microsoft. Hey, Total Energies Nigeria left. PZ Kuson Limited. You remember when you were babies that PZ Kuson, I think that the ones that are producing a Johnson baby product. They left. That is why our people are using now Aranisip to rub on their babies. You know what is called Aranisip in Italiana?
Really? Yeah.
Palm kernel oil.
Good.
Palm kernel oil. Our people now have started purifying palm kernel oil to rub on their babies' bodies, because where will these people produce original Johnson baby product that you know that it will not give your baby cro. Yes, but today they are no more. They left early 2024. Then Kimberly Clark Nigeria and Diageo PLC. I don't really know what those ones were producing. And then the most recent one, South Africa grocery retailer Pick and Pay. Hey, you remember Pick and Pay? Hey, they have left Nigeria. I think there was another one. Was it Cash and Carry? There was another one called Cash and Carry or Pack and something like that. They have left Nigeria. You see, so it's not even those that are doing. Another area that has affected them so much that has made these people to withdraw and run away from them. Hey, it's kidnapping of foreign workers or Guinea. Hey, it has been a significant problem in the zoo. Yes, it has been a significant problem. Even though we don't have the list of data, I will spend time and look for data at least to mention one person's name. But we've been hearing the news. They've kidnapped these Chinese. They've kidnapped this. They have kidnapped all of them. And that is why they are running away. I have some few points here that in 2013, there was an attack on a construction company in northern Nigeria that resulted in the kidnapping of 7 foreign workers from Britain. Oh, hey. From Britain, from Greece, Italy, Lebanon, and the Philippines. And the killing of the security guard. 7 in 2013, and this was the epic that our Onyendu used to talk about, screaming on top of his voice that kidnapping is on the high side in Nigeria. So while he was preaching to us, international workers, foreign workers were already kidnapped, 7 of them. Let me mention their countries: from Britain, from Greece, from Italy, from Lebanon, and from Philippines. And they killed the security guard. Now tell me, who will be the security guard? It will be a Nigerian, because that is a position that fits them. They can never handle any serious position in any company. So they just killed that security guard for nothing, just to go and kidnap these foreign workers. So US and UK and all Western countries, if you still have workers in Nigeria, hey, you better bring your plane and pack all of them out. And this is the more reason Donald Trump say, my citizens, do not go to Nigeria. Do not go to Nigeria. They don't have better healthcare system. They kidnap their citizens. They kill their citizens. They sell their body parts. They rape them. They burn their houses. Do not go to Nigeria. You see? Now in 2022, a British and Italian man kidnapped in northern Nigeria were killed during a rescue operation. Why won't they kill them? Where did Nigeria get training to rescue people? Have you ever seen them? Hey, they cannot, you see, they went to rescue and they ended up killing foreign workers because they are terrorists. They are wearing army uniform, disguising themselves as military that is going to rescue these people in what they so-called rescue operations. A British man and Italian man kidnapped in northern Nigeria were killed during what? Rescue operation. How can you go to rescue these 2 men and you end up killing them? That means those terrorists in army uniforms were the ones that killed these 2 men. You see? In 2019, incident saw 68 workers What do you mean by aid workers? Those that work in the community, like community health workers, taking care of people, educating people on how to carry out proper health hygiene, you know, creating awareness. That is what we call aid workers. Giving aid. Like if you have a crisis, maybe pandemic or whatever, there are volunteers that do that, you know. And I know, even though it doesn't happen in Nigeria, we've been hearing it. They said that 6 aid workers, all Nigerians, kidnapped with one driver killed. Why would they kidnap this one? Because they thought maybe the money they paid them was too much, even though they were volunteers. At least they will not just allow you to be taking only pure water. Maybe some incentives may be there. It's not mandatory, but they can give you if they want. It is free will. What happened? They kidnapped them. They don't even have empathy. They kidnapped these 6 aid workers that sacrifice themselves to go and take care of people in need, take care of sick people. Excuse me. Educate sick people, educate vulnerable people. If possible, safe. Maybe they even went to IDP camp, you know, to teach them how to live in that IDP camp, because no Northerners now have a house again. All of them are living in IDP camp. This is as at 2019, a year before they kidnap our Onyendu. You see, they kidnap and kill, they say, with one driver. Maybe these people were just coming back from this assignment that they did. They killed them. US and all Western countries, if you have anybody left that is under this category of aid workers, withdraw them with immediate effect. If not, Nigeria will kill them. In 2020, 5 aid workers were killed after being abducted in northeastern Nigeria. Again, 8 workers again killed after being abducted. Ask me, what did they do after killing them? They cut out their organs and sold it to Ekpa and his group, who is still in the prison in the UK. That is what they are feeding on. That is what the corrupt Nigerians are feeding on. They feed on the freedom of Nigeria. They feed on the livelihood of Nigerians. In fact, they milk everything. That is why Nigerians back home are so dry. Because it's like putting straw in a bottle of Mirinda, big bottle of Mirinda, and then you draw it. Before you know what is happening, you have finished drawing the Mirinda out of the bottle. That is what the leaders of Nigerian, that is what the leaders are doing to Nigerians right now. It not concern us because we are Biafrans. What is our business there? So this first part I'm doing now is to look at the northern part, because I'm still coming to the eastern part when I pick the mic again. You see, this Diago, what did they do? Diago sold its majority stake in Guinea, Nigeria, to the Singaporean. When they left Nigeria, they sold their majority stake in Guinness, Nigeria to who? Singaporean. So what does this mean? It means that the brand will continue to be produced and distributed in Nigeria under a license and royal agreement. The sale of its shares in Guinea, Ghana to other companies suggests brothers, you see what is happening? They sold it out, and what are they doing? They keep on producing elsewhere and then bring it for you to buy in Nigeria. Meanwhile, if they were still producing in Nigeria, there would have been employment for Nigerians. Yes, but they had to pack and run away. Look at this Procter and Gamble. You see, they have now transitioned to an import only. They import goods model for Nigeria. So this means they are no longer manufacturing in that country called Nigeria. They will continue to sell their product through other companies. Did you see what is happening? You see what is happening? They are not producing in Nigeria again because of all the reasons I have mentioned: kidnapping, insecurity, and everything. Microsoft now restructured its operations in Nigeria, and they lay off significant portion of its workforce. That means they retrench all their workers. And guess where they relocated to? They relocated to Kenya. So many of their remaining engineers, when you talk of Microsoft, you have a lot of engineers working there in so many departments. We all are using Microsoft. They relocated them to Kenya. So the company also reduced its office space in Lagos. So they are now operating in a small one room like NGOZI embassy in Washington DC. Just one room is where they're operating from, just to still mention maybe that they're like agent or so, or to connect business and send it across to Kenya. You see, they are investing in Kenya. So if African countries like this can have this opportunity to pull a whole Microsoft from the zoo to Kenya, why would US and Europe not run away? You see, why wouldn't they run away? Now, this Pick and Pay, this South African grocery, of course, in Nigeria, they don't call them grocery. Because if they call them grocery, they'll say, what does that mean? Let me use the word supermarket so that everybody will understand. They say that they announced it. Madam Key, allow me now. They announced its departure from Nigeria by selling its 51% stake in a joint venture as part of a larger restructuring plan outside of its home market. You see, they sold it. How many percent? 51. You see what is happening? But the company's focus appears to be on its own market and other initiatives. Why are these people running away? So for other companies like Unilever, yeah, we don't, they were, as I said before, they were into all these home care, skin care, cleansing products, baby care products, and all that. You see what is happening? They all ran away from Nigeria. So this is the area I'll focus on today, and we need to dig deep, and then I'll also, extend it to our own region. What is happening? Okay, so I will yield my mic. You see, I wanted to say good morning to BIAFRANS, but now it has turned to good afternoon. I have talked and entered afternoon. Okay, I will yield my mic. Okay? Thank you. Thank you, my host. I will pick the mic again. Thank you so much.
Oh God, tutus, my sweet seats. All right. Okay, that was lovely as usual. And that was long. I know you will still anyway, you're the co-host. All right. So you just um, um you've not ventured into why what it will mean for Biafra. Yeah, because in this our topic, it has two branches. Yes, why are foreign companies running away? American and European companies, their employees or experts, why are they running away from Nigeria? So there are many reasons they are running away from Nigeria. Exactly. Nigeria said that they have laws, but they never implement their laws. You see, they don't input their numerous laws into practice. They don't practicalize their laws. And eventually, even when you are aggrieved and you attend their court, you will never get any justice. If you don't belong to APC and be an APC and contributing to their nonsense, corrupt, and dehumanizing, illegitimate party called APC, you are not going to get any justice from their nonsense, corrupt courts with their corrupt judges. Their law enforcement is corrupt. I was called to Nigerian bar, but honestly, I won't tell you that I'm actually very proud of it. Honestly, yeah, because their lawyers, I don't even know what is going on there. You see, so the whole corruption is from everywhere. Their Nigerian Bar Association, the head is corrupt, because if Nigerian Bar Association is not corrupt, they don't have legitimate elections. They practice very untrustworthy electoral practices, and the Nigerian Bar Association, they don't complain. So what is the essence of having Nigerian Bar Association when such things happen in a country and you can't put mouth? You will defend the one that is at fault. You see, when they rig elections, the lawyers don't ever put mouth. So what is the essence? So these are all the things that we are talking about. When you don't implement your laws, so what do you expect when these first world countries come to do business with you, and the business that they already have things are spoiling. And since it's not under that control, the system is bad. What they do is just they will pack and leave. All right, Rage and Fury, your hand has been raised for long. You can go ahead. There's Ancestral. Welcome. Chibike, welcome as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, my dear sister Kiruka. Thank you so much, Toti, tutors, anti-tutors. Like I said before, you are a tutorial, and nobody passes through you and is not educated or enlightened. Thank you very much for breaking it down. And though I spoke earlier before, but once again I greet the house, and I want to just touch briefly on the topic, BRGI. Why America, Europe are turning away from Nigeria and what it means for Biafrans. The truth is that they say success has many friends, but failure is an orphan, you understand? So the truth is that no successful country that wants to identify with a failure. Nigeria, from all indices and indication, is a failed state in the sense that no security, no healthcare system, no educational system, no food, no employment, no social amenities, even the basic needs of life. They are lacked. They are lacked in Nigeria. You don't see them in Nigeria, and in most cases, or in some cases, when the citizens try to cry out, the same failed state will still unleash the military and the police to gun down a hungry people that are already hungry, and the Nigerian state will still kill them empty stomach. The recent end bad governance protests that happened, we also where the Nigerian state arrested little children of 17 years, 15 years. These are children that are hungry, they don't have food to eat, and they came out to cry out. And Nigeria locked them up for over a period of 3 months. You understand? That is a failed state. So no matter how corrupt certain political agent or certain politicians might be in the West or in Europe, the truth is when you know that you have integrity as a country, you will never, there are certain things that you cannot identify with, that you want to excuse yourself from, you understand? So just like armed robber is not comfortable staying around the police, why the police is not comfortable staying around the armed robber, you understand? So in the recent, the reason why they are running away from Nigeria, the Western countries and the European countries, not all of them though, because there are some of them that they have the same character, you understand? They are involved in the same crimes, in the same looting, in the same terrorism. So those ones will still stick with them, support them in whatever they do. But those that really have integrity, like the United States of America, especially under Donald Trump, not under any other in just anyhow person. Like we saw under Joe Biden, that was highly corrupt, was giving them backup. He's the one that was even giving them these Kanu jet fighters to come and kill innocent civilians in Biafra land, bomb our market, our babies and children. You understand? So the truth is that when you are of the same character with them, you will still be with them. But I'm happy for Donald J. Trump. He's a decent man. When you are decent and you see people that are indecent, you try to turn away from them and you break away from them. You understand? So, but just like when you see a decent girl comes in the midst of indecent girls, you understand? He will not be comfortable. Or you see somebody that doesn't smoke, he comes around where they smoke. It's not like me now. Whenever I come around people that are smoking cigarette or whatever, it's like I want to vomit, you understand? So it's always like that. So the reason why they are running away from Nigeria is because You have seen it over and over, and it's verifiable that even when people are protesting in Nigeria, they unleash the military and the police, and there are different created terrorist group on the innocent civilians, and they kill the innocent civilian. America doesn't do that. When Americans are protesting, America does not unleash their military or their police to kill their citizens. Even I believe UK does not do that as well. When the citizens of UK protest, they don't unleash their police or their military to kill their citizens. Finland does not do that too. Most of the European countries and Western countries, they don't do that. But these are very common traits you find in Nigeria. In Nigeria, whereby the political office holders, some of them are co-founders of a terrorist group like Boko Haram. Some of them have very bad record of drugs and some other criminality, and a country with some integrity or some reputation will not want to identify with such country. And to plan it all, a place where there is no security, why would you want to identify with such a place? Why won't you pull out of that place where your citizens can come into, they can get killed and nothing will happen? A place like Nigeria where 200 people are killed in a day, 500 people are killed in a day, and the government will not even declare a national day of mourning. The government will say nothing about it. Rather, they will suppress the media not to report about it, just to cover it up. So no sane country, no civilized country with integrity wants to identify with such country. You understand? So what are the benefits for Biafra? What does it mean for Biafra? Truth is that the world knows that the Biafran people have been exposing all the crimes and the injustice that are happening in Nigeria for age long, you understand? And the benefit of Biafra is that since we are providing ourselves as alternative, that we can do better, we can uphold rule of law, we can create good roads for our people, electricity, good social welfare, healthcare system. And when you come to the Biafra region, you can be safe because there will be top-notch security for both the foreigners and the citizens. You understand? So this kind of enhances our chances of being free. You understand? So we can be that alternative that they can fall on, they can come to, instead of supporting a terrorist, a country that fund terrorism, a country that recruit repentant terrorists into the military, through the police, into their armed forces. You understand? That is not the kind of country that you want to actually associate with or have as an have an alliance with. You understand? So these are some of the reasons why it will benefit. We favor the Biafran people. Like it is today, we are trying to ensure maximum security in our land. Though the Fulani Islamic jihadists that used to come with in their rag have been defeated, but now they give them military uniform, police uniform to come with armor tanks, and you see them from now and then spraying bullet into residential area, bombing the market women, and committing all manner of crimes against the civilians. So any sane and civilized country will not want to be seen with such a country like Nigeria. Don't want to identify. So it enhances our chances of being free. You understand? That is what it means to the Biafran people, because we stand as an alternative. So I think this is just all I want to quickly add until I have the mic again. Thank you very much. I yield the mic here.
All right. Thank you so much, Rich. Exactly. So this is our current assignment now. Yeah, we have all been aggrieved by whatever that went on in Nigeria. And that is why we are leaving Nigeria in the first place. Apart from that, Biafra has been Biafra from time immemorial. Biafra has been there before Niger Royal Company was created. So apart from that, Nigeria is a failed state. Nothing is going on there. Corruption, bad politician. They recycle their politician. Hunger, dilapidated. Nothing is no maintenance. All they do is all the politicians do is to rig election. They can never give you any free and fair election. They rig election, and then when they rig election, they begin to pack money into their pockets. They are overflowing. They already have overflowing accounts. They spread their accounts all over the world. They have accounts in Swiss bank. They have accounts in Europe. They have accounts in wherever country. You see, and all these accounts, I don't know if it's being checked, because it's supposed to be checked, because they will siphon money. They do money laundering, and then they will pack it in Swiss. That is what we are talking about. So all these stealings and extravagant lives, that is what we are saying, that we cannot endure it. That is why we have run away from that place. Yeah, because they don't treat people like human beings. Look at what their citizens are going through. Every day they cry, and the politician never heed to their cries. All they do is when they come out to protest, they kill them. Protest is the least thing that that are accorded to people in a democratic practices of government. But they don't give it to them when they come out to protest and complain about simple thing as hunger, food of the mouth. That's the least thing you can afford to give to a human being that is breathing. But they don't have it in Nigeria. When their youths come to complain, they kill them and shoot them down with no consequences, with no justice to any of them. That is what we're talking about. All right, let me bring up you. Minister Betty, your hand has been raised. Do you want to say something? If not, Chibike has been waiting. Dr. Frank is here as well.
Okay, let Chibike go. Let him go.
Okay. Where is Chibike? Chibike, if you are here, there you can go ahead and tell us your reasons why America and Europe are running away from Nigeria.
Good morning, my family. Good morning, Mommy Uchi, Sister Tito, Mommy Betty, everyone, Rich and Fury.